Good evening, friends. In the burning question format, essentially, we are going to bring to you three stories, or rather, some aspect or angle of those three political stories, which will give you an idea of where the campaign is heading, which way today. Today, we have picked up Prime Minister's attack on the Congress Party's manifesto, particularly picking up the redistribution of wealth concept that's ingrained. Prime Minister, remember, yesterday and today, picked up on that theme and ripped into the Congress Party for bringing in the urban Naxal or Maoist philosophy into its manifesto. And that's going to be our story number one focus, whether Prime Minister's surgical strike on the Congress manifesto is going to set the agenda for the rest of the campaign in 2024 general elections. Second story, remember friends, today the development happened. The BJP opened its account for 18th Lok Sabha with their candidate from Surat getting elected uncontested, unopposed. And so whether the Congress Party machinery in Surat was checkmated, what was their oversight mechanism doing when their candidates' nomination papers were rejected? Also, the third one, important one, is BJP cracking minority code in Kerala. Remember, this comes on the back of a development today where a church or a denomination of a church in Pathanamthitta, the seat from where Anil Antony is contesting on a BJP ticket, has declared their support for the BJP. Let's try to understand. Aishwarya joining me in the studio All right, Aishwarya.
Absolutely, Abhishek. Absolutely, Abhishek. And what's the Prime Minister's attack on the Congress Party? What is Prime Minister exactly has to say on this re-evaluation or the re-analyzation of wealth or redistribution of wealth? Let's listen in to what the Prime Minister has to say and then let's discuss it later.
पहले जब उनकी सरकार थी उन्होंने कहा था कि देश की संपत्ति पर पहला अधिकार मुसलमानों का है। इसका मतलब ये संपत्ति इकट्ठी करके किसको बांटेंगे? जिनके ज्यादा बच्चे हैं उनको बांटेंगे। घुसपैठियों को बांटेंगे। क्या आपकी मेहनत की कमाई का पैसा घुसपैठियों को दिया जाएगा? आपको मंजूर है ये कांग्रेस का मैनिफेस्टो कह रहा है कि वो माताओं बहनों का सोने का हिसाब करेंगे, उसकी जड़ती करेंगे, जानकारी लेंगे और फिर उस संपत्ति को बांट देंगे और उनको बांटेंगे जिनको मनमोहन सिंह जी की सरकार ने कहा था कि संपत्ति पर पहला अधिकार मुसलमानों का है। भाइयों बहनों, ये अर्बन नक्सल की सोच, मेरी माताओं बहनों, ये आपका मंगल सूत्र भी बचने नहीं देंगे, यहां तक जाएंगे मैं कहने आया हूं।
कांग्रेस और इंडी गठबंधन की नजर अब आपकी कमाई पर है, आपकी संपत्ति पर है। कांग्रेस के शहजादे का कहना है कि उनकी सरकार आई तो कौन कितना कमाता है, किसके पास कितनी प्रॉपर्टी है, किसके पास कितना धन है, किसके पास कितने मकान है, उसकी जांच कराएंगे। इतना ही नहीं, वो आगे कहते हैं कि ये जो संपत्ति है उनको सरकार अपने कब्जे में लेकर उसको सबको बांट देगी, ये कहते हैं। ये मैनिफेस्टो उनका कह रहा है। भाइयों बहनों, आप सोचिए, हमारी माताओं बहनों के पास सोना होता है। ये सोना अवसरों पर सिर्फ शरीर पर पहन करके प्रभाव पैदा करने के लिए नहीं होता है। हमारे देश में माताओं बहनों के पास जो सोना होता है, कितना ही कम क्यों न हो, वो स्त्री धन होता है, पवित्र माना जाता है, कानून भी उसकी रक्षा करता है। अब इनकी नजर कानून बदलकर हमारी माताओं बहनों की संपत्ति छीनने का भी खेल खेला जा रहा है। उनका मंगलसूत्र, उस पर उन लोगों की नजर है।
Aishwarya.
So that was Prime Minister Modi. We have with us political analyst Vineet Goenka. We have with us Jigar Doshi and also senior journalist Mr. N.R. Mohanty. Abhishek, if we could just take questions. If we could take the first question to Vineet. Vineet, Congress alleges that they don't mean redistribution of wealth by meaning taking money out of Mr. Mohanty's pocket and giving to you, or taking out of my pocket or taking out of Abhishek's pocket and giving it to each other. They mean taking out of one industrial house and giving it to others. That's what the Congress's official counter which has come in is. Vineet.
Aishwarya ji and Abhishek ji, Ram Ram to both of you and all my co-panelists and all the viewers who are watching me right now. The private limited party of Rahul Gandhi's dynasty, which was formed by the colonial Gora master, has now been enslaved by the communist mentality. The communist and the colonial masters both were anti-Sanatan. They were both against the locals, the aborigines, the original people of this country. They always have shown this trend of anti-majority. The generally mute Prime Minister Manmohan Singh, who would rarely speak, when he spoke against the Sanatan and said, the rights of the resources will be with the second majority. That reflects the mentality of this colonial masters produced organization. I think they have to correct themselves. The entire game is to blame Sanatan, harass Sanatan, give bad words to Sanatan, loot Sanatan wealth, whether it is in Mandir or from individuals, and create a divide between the caste. I think Feroz Bhai's grandson has to understand this is 2024. They are exposed. No longer India is under the rules of colonial masters or his dynasty. It is under a good governance and people are educated. I think he should be informed.
Okay. Jigar Doshi. N.R. Mohanty, you think this is a surgical strike? I go to N.R. Mohanty first. This is a surgical strike on the Congress party manifesto. One aspect of the manifesto which was hidden, Prime Minister has brought it out and is now being discussed.
I mean, I would say that this is something which the Prime Minister has indulged in, that is debasing the democratic discourse in this country. A Prime Minister is telling me simple lies. The National Development Council meeting in 2006, in which Prime Minister Manmohan Singh said that there would be special policies to implement in the years to come that will ensure that SCs, STs, OBCs and minorities will be integrated equitably in the development process of this country. And the resources that will be allocated for these programs, those resources would be exclusively devoted to the development of these communities, and they will have the first right on them. And the Prime Minister,
that was on the clarification on the
representing that fact.
Sir, that was on the clarification of 10th of December on 2006. You can check, Mr. Mohanty. You are a senior journalist yourself, sir. You have, sir. You can check on the website of the PMO as well, on the statement, sir, which was made on the 9th of 2006, 9th of December. The Prime Minister, the then Prime Minister Manmohan Singh specifically mentioned Muslims. And then when a clarification was sought, and that is when a lot of people fact check, Google fact checks the 10th of December clarification, which says all of that what you are saying, sir. But the statement of the then Prime Minister is still on the website of the Prime Minister's office, which you, me, Mr. Doshi, everyone can check. So my only point is, sir, now
that you have to see, you do not see
but your
a single
analysis,
sentence. you see the two previous sentences from after before this sentence that they will have the first right.
But
to
what
this
about
policy.
this
That is
sentence
what it
of
said,
redistribution
that
of wealth,
we
sir?
will make policies.
No, but what is
that
your-
will bring equitable
quickly, sir.
distribution of wealth.
Mr. Mohanty, your analysis on this redistribution of wealth point which the Congress has made and BJP has literally picked it up like how?
Yeah, redistribution of wealth, because India is the country where the income equality is the highest. You may have so many dollar billionaires,
Does that mean?
so many
does that
rupee
mean?
billionaires.
Sorry to be
but you
sorry to
have
be
so
interjecting,
much of
just to
poverty
understand,
in the
because this is
country.
like an analysis
That
from
is
Mr.
why
Mohanty.
we need to create a
Redistribution of
certain
wealth.
semblance
When-
of equality. and that is why people like Thomas Piketty come in. You may denounce Thomas Piketty as a foreign economist, but he is a man who has got international recognition as someone who has dispassionately studied
Mr.
the inequality
Mohanty,
situation in the world
Mr. Mohanty,
and has given solution to
It's
this problem.
unfortunate, Mr. Mohanty, you know, it's unfortunate that Aishwarya, this left-leaning communist ideology people and Prime Minister said the Congress party is
Urban
beholden
Naxals,
to
he
them.
used the word, yeah.
You know, why do you have to draw inspiration from Thomas Piketty, Karl Marx, Lenin? You know, for you,
Because-
Ram Temple
because
is
in this
politics,
country you-
but Lenin is article of faith. Lenin is faith,
Can
Ram
I- can
Temple
we
is
guess as well?
politics. You know, you are saying you have to draw inspiration from
The guess,
Thomas
the guess, the
Piketty.
guess.
There is no
And
Indian
when
philosophy
only
available
shut
to
up
you
the-
in terms
That
of
is what
taking care of every every section of society. And when does robbing Peter to pay Paul become policy?
That is absolutely not the case. Nobody is making a case that you will take away money from someone. That is why the Prime Minister is telling lie. He's a pathological liar. He is making that lie, making that
That's what
false
you feel,
statement
but
that
the majority
Rahul
of
Gandhi
the
has
40
said,
crore
take away
people
the
don't.
property of
And that's
others.
why he's
No.
been victorious.
They
Though
will
this is
make
not
policy
a, this is
where
not a
they will
debate
make
format.
equitable
Vinita, I'm not
distribution.
taking a counter
Not
from
by
you on that.
taking away from others,
But Mr.
but
Mohanty,
creating
Mr.
a new
Mohanty,
output
Mr.
which should
Mohanty,
be
if
more equitably distributed
if what you are saying
That's what
would
is
have
the
been a
plan of this
reality,
government,
then Modi
the
would not have been
Congress.
victorious like he was in 2019. And what are the results in 24? We all are going to see. But this format is such that we talk about the top stories. So the top story number 2, Jigar Doshi, on that we are going to come to you, Abhishek.
Is about the BJP opening its account in
Already?
the 18th Lok Sabha already by getting the Surat candidate.
I really don't remember when
Uncontested.
such kind of a thing happened last time, Abhishek. Do you remember?
It has happened a lot of times.
Yeah.
I think the first Lok Sabha had 10 MPs getting elected on
The first Lok Sabha.
The first Lok Sabha of 1952. Then 1957, again under Pandit Jawaharlal
Yeah, but
Nehru, 11 MPs
in the
getting
last
elected.
10, 12, 15, 20 years, no.
In 2012, Dimple Yadav did get elected.
Now I remember,
Yes, from the Mainpuri assembly seat. She became an MLA, I believe, in a bypoll. But you see, what is important is that the Congress party seems to have been checkmated. Now, the candidate there, whose nomination papers were rejected by the returning officer in Surat, Aishwarya, happened to be from the Aam Aadmi Party. Now, just see what is the situation of the Congress in Gujarat, that they don't have cadres, they don't have leaders. So they have to go hunting for a candidate,
This is the Indian National Congress
and they
people. that
get
we're
somebody
talking
from the
about.
Aam Aadmi Party, and they give him their nomination.
This is
and
the ground reality of the Congress party.
And the person gets proposers. None of them are from
Who
Congress.
reject?
No, none of them are from Congress. So the Congress party has no control over their candidate, over the proposers. The proposers say, we did not sign the papers, so the candidature gets rejected. Now the question is, Jigar Doshi, what has happened to the Congress party in Gujarat? No leader, no cadre, no worker, no supporter. And then the Congress party blames the system, blames the EVMs, blames the election commission.
Yes, true. You are absolutely right. Basically, Congress in Gujarat, there are no such big leaders, those who can carry the mass towards them. They do not have any kind of proper strategy even, and they do not implement any kind of even strategies which came from any other political strategies given by them. So ultimately, within last 27 years of BJP rule, the thing is happened, which is like Congress volunteers are also do not want to work under the leadership of current Congress leadership of Gujarat. So this is what happening in Congress Gujarat, and that's why they have defeated in Surat. So this is a completely biggest issue of Congress Gujarat Congress itself. No blame to BJP. This is a complete and clear-cut case of a mismanagement of Gujarat Congress and somewhat a mismanagement of their senior people at Delhi also. Those political strategies running around Rahul Gandhi and giving unfriend kind of ideas and everything for Gujarat. And that's why they are not in the power in Gujarat, even at Gram Panchayat level since last 27 years. This is the very biggest thing.
No, but I am saying, Abhishek, because you understand Gujarat better than Congress party, I can say now, for sure, that after late Ahmed Bhai, there is no leader also present, or Congress is just not ready to propagate the next generation of the Congress party. Because I was amazed when you mentioned that fact that Congress leader did not even have a proposer. The Aam Aadmi Party was helping, and in fact, the Aam Aadmi Party has literally taken in the complete cadre of the Congress. That's what they did in Delhi. That's what they did in Punjab. That's what they've done in Gujarat. And Congress Party, the leadership, the lack of leadership, will you still not accept that, Mr. Mohanty, that the lack of leadership in the Congress Party is such that these regional players such as the Aam Aadmi Party or what we are seeing with Pinarayi Vijayan in the left in Kerala against Rahul, this is the reality of the Congress Party. Complete ambiguity, no clarity, no leadership, which way to go. Cadre doesn't know, and at the end of the day, they just jump ship.
Yes, Gujarat is a classic case where the BJP has been in power for long years and Congress has been decimated. I have no reservation in acknowledging that Congress has been decimated over the years, and it's, as the other panelists said, a lot of people have left, a lot of even the cadre are all in disarray. In this specific case, what happened, how the paperwork were not in order, that will come out only when the matter has gone to the court, and it will come out for sure. But it's very much possible that the paperwork were not in order, and that's the reason why their candidature was rejected. And and because BJP has the enormous strength and power in the state, and that's the reason why all the independent candidates were asked to withdraw. Maybe they might have been paid money to withdraw, and they received money and they withdrew, and that's how the candidate of BJP has come forward as unelected. That's a reality. That's the reality that the BJP is the one supreme force in Gujarat, and possibly it will demonstrate that same superiority in the election this time as well.
Time over.
Vineet, what's your point of view?
There are two parts to my answer. One is a political, another one is my pain. So those who force the minority to abandon the regular schools and go to madrasa, force their cadres and their businessmen to move away from the formal economy and to go into something called as cash economy. The Karyakartas of Congress have not been educated. Number two, they're not habituated to even fill up the bank forms because they were doing parallel economy, everything in cash. So they were not habituated to even fill up some forms. It's a basic thing a human being should do. A person who wants to contest should know that how do you fill up a form. So that is a problem. There is a Hindi saying, Aishwarya ji, हजारों के हिसाब में लाखों की भूल खाते खोले तो होश गुल. And those people who call themselves to be grand old party, they don't even have 5 educated people who can check their form before they fill up. I think there is a conspiracy so that they can blame ED, CBI and party. So they should come clean and tell us whether they don't have 5 people to check up. I can understand Rahul Gandhi cannot read the forms, he can't fill up the form. But there may be some other people, at least in Delhi, if they don't have people in Gujarat, who could have just traveled and checked the forms. A party which is disseminated to such a level that they can't even fill up single nomination form.
Keeping in mind the short time we have, Vineet, I'm interjecting and I'm taking that question to Mr. Mohanty, Abhishek. The Kerala to vote on April 26th, but the church body has supported the BJP, Abhishek?
Yes, so Believers Church has announced their support for the BJP in Pathanamthitta.
Okay.
It's a small denomination church.
But
not
still,
many followers, but it's very symbolic.
Yeah.
That a church comes out openly and says that we are going to support BJP.
The church has openly come out
Pathanamthitta
in favor of Congress. We've seen
typically it has been in favor of either the Congress or the Communist Party. And This is the first time that openly a church denomination is coming out supporting the BJP. Anil Antony is the candidate from Pathanamthitta, Aishwarya. It's interesting because because the BJP has been trying to get the religion minority metrics right in Kerala for a while.
It's important for
this time they are making Anil Antony contest from Pathanamthitta and Abdul Salam, only candidate from the Muslim community on a BJP ticket from Kerala in Mallapuram. It's interesting that this is happening and the church now making that announcement. Interestingly also, Aishwarya, that just a few weeks back we had a church, I think the Syro Malabar Church or the Catholic Church, Latin Catholic Church, they said that, or a bishop of that church said that no party is untouchable for us. Now that was a nuanced way of saying, okay, fine, we can do business with the BJP also.
We are open for it.
Yeah.
We are open.
Also, when Prime Minister went to Pathanamthitta and campaigned for Anil Antony, he said, when I went to Vatican and met the Pope, I mentioned about Kerala.
A strong message.
So a strong message, the BJP wooing the Christian community and the Christian community responding for the first time perhaps.
Mr. Mohanty, very, very briefly, your analysis. Not only
Yes.
A.K. Antony's son, but
You see,
the
the
church also coming out in
Christians-
support of BJP.
BJP, there are even the Muslim groups which are supporting BJP. It's not, there are individuals, Muslims who are either a part of a
That should
small
make-
group.
that should
or
make Marx very
individuals
happy, right?
have been
That should make Lenin
Anil
very
Antony
happy,
has
Mr.
been
Mohanty.
the son of a major political leader of Kerala, a chief minister's son, and obviously he has certain degree of personal influence. And there will be one small church group who is supporting them is not a very big surprise. It's a question is how much it scales up in terms of minority votes. Some total support here and there. There are total support from the Muslim community for the BJP. There are total support from the Christians for the
Okay.
BJP. But whether that will translate in terms of their electoral victory in Kerala, that I doubt. Maybe they would be able to increase their vote share by 1 or 2 or 3 or
Okay.
4%. But I do not think they will be able to open their account in Kerala this time. If what will happen 5 years hence is a different
All
story.
right. Maybe they would
Anil
open their
Antony
account for the
will
first time in
possibly
Kerala this time, if
use
at all.
Let's see.
security deposit.
Absolutely, Mr. Mohanty. Mr. Mohanty, we are a bit short on time. Mr. Doshi, you wanted to make a comment. Sorry about that, sir. We are very short on time.
We run out of time.
Yeah,
actually.
we've run out of time actually on this. Thank you, Vineet, Mr. Mohanty, and Jigar Doshi. Thank you so much, viewers. So it's going to be Niranjan on the other side, and at 9, it's none other but the man himself, Arnab Goswami, with the debate.
Niranjan brings you developments in Karnataka.